This place needs no introduction, but just in case you can't get the hint,
we're here in Sydney.
And if I'm being honest, the only reason why we're here is to see if Sydney, Australia is worth a whole separate trip. We are ending our 3-month journey around Asia, and this is a pit stop on our way to Hawaii to meet some friends. So we'll be spending a few days in Australia's most popular city and then heading to the capital where we'll see some kangaroos and taste some kangaroos. Reactions come later, the trip starts now.
So we're here for 5 days. This is our tour guide, who we probably have seen him in other videos before. It's our best friend. We're excited to explore. We've never been to this continent and country before. So, are you excited?
So excited. And it's baby's 4th continent before turning 1. That's crazy. She's so happy. But we're gonna explore today. Right now we're at the Sydney Opera House, so we're gonna go around it, show you around. It's day 1 here in Australia. Well, day 2 technically. First full day, but I'm on my way to get my hair cut. Can't be looking busted like this for all our Sydney pictures. And we're also going to Canberra as well. So I can't be looking busted. Time to look refreshed after that super long flight and everything that happened.
And so let me give you a little background. If you haven't noticed, there's been a ton of walking so far. We did not rent a car, even though our friends have a car. We did not decide to borrow their car. So we've just been taking public transportation. It's been like a 15-minute walk to the first train station where they live. Sydney is very walkable and a public transit friendly place. Just make sure you stay next to a train station, especially if you're gonna try to save a little bit of money by staying outside the city center. But beautiful, pictures don't do this justice. I'm trying to make the videos do justice right now. And it's lunchtime now, and you know me, we wanna eat someplace unique, so that's what we're heading to next.
Now we don't get stares when Kat orders a kids menu fish and chips. Because of this one. She thinks it's for her because she heard kids.
I mean, it's hard for her too.
All right, made it to Fortune of War, oldest pub here in Sydney, 1828. So it's a lot older than I thought. As you can see, I'm already basically done with my burger sandwich. Actually, it's basically a rump steak sandwich. It has like a 6-ounce steak on it. It was really good and really fulfilling. Even with the yellow mustard on it, it was really good. Kat had her fish and chips, and it wasn't too crazy. The price, I think, for my steak sandwich converted to US dollar was like 16, so it was 29 Australian dollars. My drink was 22 Australian dollars, so it was about $14. So not too crazy. So, oldest pub here, how is it?
The tartar sauce is really good. The fish and chips, I've had better. It's because I've had the best fish and chips in Iceland.
So this can't compare. It's a good amount for $9 for a kid's
it is.
size. That means if you have a small stomach, don't order the adults because it's double this.
It is.
After spending about an hour here so far, it reminds me a lot of like Vancouver, Canada. If you've ever been to Vancouver, this is exactly what it looks like. We basically got all this stuff right here. Right? We got 2 pairs of shoes. We got a pair of shorts from K-Subi, and then a knitted shirt for me, and that was 291 or something like that, Australian dollars, which is 191 US dollar. And then Kat just got some Uggs because Uggs
let me
is
say
from.
something about these Uggs. Back at home, they're 150 US dollar. This is 83 bucks.
Yeah, they're originally an Australian company, so it's way cheaper here. So if you're a budget traveler like us, but still like luxury stuff, get the goods in the home country when you travel, because stuff is way cheaper. So getting it here is about half the price than getting it at home. Now we just got to figure out how to transport it back, because our bags are already full. It's not like we don't have enough weight, which we have enough weight because we bought big bags. The issue is that we don't have enough space in our bags. Now I see why people buy a bunch of extra suitcases like at like the candy stores and stuff like that. Even though I don't know why they're filling it with like candy and snacks, but I can see why if they're buying clothes and stuff like that, because it's a lot cheaper here. Even if you do pay for an extra bag and you pay for a check-in bag as well, you probably save so much money if you're filling that up. Right now we are in a place called Betty's Burgers, and we're not in Sydney anymore. We decided to take a little day trip
So we got the car rental this
Overnight
morning.
trip.
Yeah, overnight trip, sorry, not day trip. We got the car rental at 11 o'clock this morning. We drove the 3 hours to get here. Funny enough, we weren't going to drive. We were going to take the train, like the Amtrak, but it was actually more expensive for all three of our tickets than just renting a car. So we decided to rent a car, stopped at this really good coffee shop, which was pretty affordable, and the drinks were actually really tasty. Which is the capital of Australia. And what do you think about it so far?
It reminds me of like many of the old towns that we go to in the US where it's like mountains, rivers, small like town, but it's actually a little bit nicer because it's like modern at the same time.
I don't think it reminds me of a small town. There's a giant mall here, there's skyscrapers in this town and everything.
There is?
We're around skyscrapers.
Oh.
But yeah, so we earlier today, right now we're eating dinner. We have to check into our hotel soon, but we were able to go to the Parliament House. As we get to Parliament House, just be aware that if you are driving in Australia, they drive on the left-hand side and it's a right-hand drive steering wheel. Entry to the Parliament House is completely free, and honestly, it is beautiful. There's a little museum. They even keep the original Parliament Treaty declaring independence from Britain in Australia here as well. And if you want to grab bites to eat, they do have a cafe, but it does close before this closes. So right now we are in the chamber where the Senate does everything it needs to do. And it's crazy because obviously I've been alive for 30 years. I've barely set foot in DC. Never gone to the White House outside the White House. Kat has, I haven't. It's just crazy because I'm going to another countries who has roots in English, history and ties and ownership, when I haven't even been to mine as an American citizen. That's crazy. I'm making that a go. I'm taking a trip to DC from New York. I don't know how I've never taken an actual trip and stayed there multiple days, but maybe because it's like really expensive. And yeah, but it's time. So let me clear this up. It's free to enter the building, but parking is $5 to $7 per hour. So in budget travel form, we only stayed an hour. Afterwards, we decided to go to a viewpoint and went to Red Hill Lookout, which is beautiful. It was a nice day. We could even see the river, Parliament House that we just came from, and even towards the hotel we were staying at. So we checked into our room. Might hear baby laughing in the background, but room's super nice. You have a complimentary mini bar, some nuts up there as well, and then obviously they got the espresso type machine. Just crazy. They even have unique artwork in every room that's handmade and custom made for each room as well. We are exploring the hotel gym. Now this is something that I feel like 80% of the time I have to get, even if the hotel's a little bit further out, slightly more expensive, I make sure I have a gym. So we have full-on dumbbells here, good amount of cardio equipment, 3 treadmills and then 1 of each other type of cardio equipment. And then we have a little techno gym here. Now I wish they had a barbell like we did in Bali, but it was super old, but it was really useful. We don't have kettlebells, which you also had in Jakarta, but hey, this is more than enough. Health is wealth. Even when you're on vacation, your body is not on vacation. So I like to do this. This is how I stay in shape while I'm on vacation. The reason why I like a gym here is because most countries outside of the US, you can't really get day passes. What ends up happening is you have to pay $10 to $20. On average, it's like $20. In Bali, it was like $20. When that's what the locals make in like a week. It's kind of crazy to think about. I actually just finished working out, so I'm about to head to the sauna, or to the steam room, I should say, because we have an early checkout. A quick little turnaround in Canberra. Right now, we're gonna stop at the Canberra Capital Region Farmers Market. Capital Region's Farmers Market was established in 2004 after they made a new Parliament House and other ones had failed, and so this history of this is pretty interesting. It is only open on Saturdays for like 5 hours in the morning and early afternoon, but you can get coffee, baked goods, fresh produce, meat, stuff like that. Alright, so we're back on the road now, in the car. It is so foggy leaving now, so we're close to the lake. I don't know what lake this is exactly. I just know like the lookout was called like Luwak lookout or something like that. But finally saw a kangaroo, and so I know I've said this before, but so many times we try to see like whatever local wild animal. Costa Rica, sloth, camel in Jordan. So think about kangaroos like they're deer here. I don't know if they have deer, but we saw like 3 dead kangaroo on the side of the road. So that's the sad part, is that we're seeing koala. Oh, koala, yeah. Didn't see koala, haven't seen a wombat, Tasmanian devil, none of that yet. Just kangaroos. So I'm glad with that. But right now we are on our way back. We have about 2 hours till we get back to the city. Yeah, the Danish to me was alright. It was cold. It was almost rock hard because it's like really cold out there, like it's icy on the ground. What'd you think about the Danish? Okay.
It was good. I like the cream cheese.
Cream cheese.
Or like the cheesy part. What is that?
Fig and walnut? Where'd you get the cheesy part?
It was like the yellow layer.
That was the fig.
Oh.
Figs are like brownish. The bow was not that good. It was really wet from the steam. They didn't have a way to trap the steam, so it was like the paper on the bottom was stuck to it, and it was like, it wasn't that good actually. The barbecue inside was questionable. So right now, so we got back to the city, super crazy and hectic. We had like 2 minutes to spare. Not because we didn't plan well, we did leave 20 minutes late, but the guy yesterday said you can get here 45 minutes late and you'll be okay, no charge. When we called this morning, she was like, no, 40 and that's it. Anything after that, it's a full day of rental extra. So we busted a move, got here on time, just on time. We had to fill up gas and everything. But now we're about to cook some food because later we're gonna eat dinner in Chinatown in Sydney. And so right now, our chef friend Fu is making some food for us right now. And we have salad, we have steak over there, and then we have handy dandy kangaroo right here. And so I'm excited to try it. Now you might be like, why are you eating kangaroo? We were in Yellowstone. We saw buffalo. We saw bison. Not buffalo, we saw bison, 2 different animals. When we got outside of Yellowstone, we ate bison. So why not kangaroo? So we're gonna eat some kangaroo. They sell it in the grocery store here, so it's fine. It's not like eating a horse meat or something like that. It's basically their deer. So we're gonna eat it, see what it's about, and let you know. So we're both about to try kangaroo.
No.
Bon appetit. Bon appetit. It don't taste different. She acting like it don't taste different. It smells like beefsteak, tastes like beefsteak. It doesn't even have a gamey taste to it to me. It definitely doesn't taste the game. It might have a slight lambish taste to it, but it definitely tastes normal. It's actually pretty good. She still hasn't answered how she eats it.
I don't know. It just like it's kangaroo, and I think they're really cute.
You about to start jumping? You jumping?
Circular Quay, St James and Museum.
Just the first part.
Chubby Cubby was pretty good. Unfortunately, it's not in this location anymore, and so you have to go to one that's more downtown, as they had switched locations recently. But Hay Street Market was our next stop because we were meeting our friends up for dinner in Chinatown, and so we thought, why not stop by Hay Street Market? We read some reviews, and it was a pretty big place. This is a large market. All right, so after refueling super tasty kangaroo, we are now exploring downtown Sydney and Hay Street Market. Now, we wanted to come here originally to eat food, but we're gonna meet some friends closer to the town hall area. So now, instead of eating, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go shopping and we're going to try to find some souvenirs. Because we're obsessed with kangaroos, apparently, we're going to try to find a made in Australia kangaroo magnet. But because this is also going to be Chinatown, it's going to be very, very hard because most magnets are going to be made in China, obviously, because everything's going to be Chinese here. Got our souvenir. I mean, it is made in China, but it's pretty unique, I would say. So it gets a pass, right?
It's a kangaroo with the
Australia jacket on it.
shirt.
It's a little baby. Dinner was at like a local Chinese restaurant. We wanted to keep it pretty intimate, so we didn't record anything. And our friends told us about this fireworks show happening every night at Darling Harbor. We decided to come and walk around, and it just so happened to be around 9 p.m. So we stayed for the show. But we realized that we had 45 minutes, so we actually started walking away from like the best views. And then 7 minutes after we took off, the fireworks started happening. So yeah, that's what's happening right now. But I think God looked out for us because it's our baby's first fireworks show, and she started freaking out a little bit like a dog during 4th of July. She's been through New Year's, but we were indoors during New Year's doing a brand launch for my brand, and then also a New Year's party. So yeah, good, it worked out. The views isn't as good, but I mean the fireworks are still going decently high, so we can see that. But let me go enjoy this a little bit more. So if you want good views, I highly suggest getting there before the start time. I believe it starts at 8 p.m, so probably getting there 20 minutes early. But if you want even better views, make sure you click the video right here to see us in Hawaii.